It's our favorite complete recipe collection filled with mouth-watering homemade dishes featuring breads, breakfasts, appetizers, lunch dinners, and desserts. Get out your measuring cups, mixer, and chopping board. The Home and Backyard Cookbook begins right now. Well, we are very excited to prepare for Valentine's Day. And I mean, who doesn't love a nice romantic dinner? And we've come to the expert here. We've come to Cusimano, and of course TJ is the owner. And so tell us what would be like a great dish for Valentine's Day.
So for Valentine's Day, you're trying to impress your significant other. You're trying to, make an impression with a good meal to create a nice romantic evening for Valentine's Day. So we always think about seafood like lobsters and scallops and sea bass, and I figured, for today, why not oysters? So I brought some nice oysters in from Southside Seafood. These are Connecticut Blue Points. They were harvested on Monday and delivered on Tuesday, so they're super fresh.
Wow.
This is as fresh as they get without living on the coast.
Right.
We're gonna learn how to shuck them today, and also how to make the French sauce, or at least our take on this French sauce. I believe it's called mignonette.
All right.
So we're going to create that first, then we'll get into shucking the oysters.
Great.
So Jackie, first I have minced red onions. So we're gonna put those into the bowl. And then we have red wine vinegar. We're gonna add that to the bowl. And I'm going to add our spices. So we have crushed black pepper that we do freshly. We have dry oregano, salt, and sugar. And we're going to add those in. So then we're going to add some sprigs of thyme. So we're gonna take one of the sprigs in your hand and you're going to peel down it, taking the little leaves of thyme off of there. And we're also going to add a little bit of Pinot Grigio to it. And we're gonna have a glass of Pinot Grigio too.
Alrighty.
So add about a quarter of a cup. And Jackie, you're gonna take the whisk and we're gonna stir this up.
Okay.
It really complements the flavor of the oyster because it's got a little bit of acidity that plays off the salinity of the oyster, like that heavy saltiness. And you have to like oysters, but an oyster sort of tastes like the sea. Like you're really getting that heavy flavor of like the minerals of the ocean. So now that we have this made, we'll get into shucking the oysters.
All right.
So, cheers.
Cheers, TJ. All right, I have to confess, I've never had an oyster before, so I've had a clam, but I don't know about this oyster stuff.
So we have our oyster knife. This is sort of a blunt edge. It has no sharpness to it. It has a blunt point. And we're going to use the oyster knife to open it from the hinge side, which is this area here. And you just want to identify the oyster. The top of it is the flat part. The bottom is that belly or that cup right there. And we're going to cover it with a cloth. That's going to protect us from sort of hitting our hand if we slip and accidentally hit. So we want to find that hinge and work the knife in, and we're going to give it a little twist. So once we pop that, we're just going to clean our knife, work the oyster down, cutting the abductor muscle, which is right there on the top. So once we release that top muscle, we could discard the shell, and then we're going to...
And there she is!
That's the oyster right there.
And you flipped it over.
We flip it over, yeah. That's just what we do for presentation. You don't have to flip it over.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a couple of these, and we're gonna put them on ice for you.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and eat them in a minute.
All right, we'll give it a try here.
All right.
Here's one for you, and I'll try this one, I guess, right? So the top's the flat part.
Yeah, the top is the flat part, yep.
All right, ready?
Yep. So you're gonna find that hinge just by lightly working the knife into it.
So we have to just go along the top, right?
And then you're gonna slice that muscle. Keep that knife high up on there. Scrape it. All right, you got that off?
Yeah.
Okay, now you're going to release this second part of the abductor muscle from that side by scraping it off the shell. Put some pressure on it.
Yeah. And then we'll try to give it a flip here, like a pancake.
There's a little crab in there. Wait, we have a little crab. That's called a little pea crab.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's the sign of a really fresh oyster. So this is actually alive, and
oh my gosh.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's fresh.
All right, so would you like to try some of this sauce?
Sure.
All right. Do you like cocktail sauce too?
Yes. I mean, this is a beautiful presentation.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh gosh. All right.
Do you like it?
It's good. It's good. I was a little nervous, but Well, you know what? You get that saltiness, but I mean, I just kind of slurped it down.
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
These, this is delicious.
Yeah, that's pretty good, right?
Oh my gosh. And you can taste it. It's a nice blend.
Yeah.
You know, the cocktail sauce and that. And the oyster.
It's like kissing the sea on the lips.
It is. It is for Valentine's Day. When we come back, TJ prepares another dish for your Valentine. Well, now we're ready for something else that's unbelievable.
Lobster franchise.
Nice.
So, Jackie, these are 9-ounce lobster tails. They're, again, from Southside Seafood. We like to take them out of the freezer the day before and let them slowly thaw in the refrigerator overnight. That's the best way to thaw a lobster tail out. So, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take one. We're gonna put it on our kitchen towel. A nice clean kitchen towel is a good way to keep food that's normally like a little slippery on a cutting board stable.
All right.
That protects your hand from the knife, and we don't want any injuries in the kitchen. you know?
Good tip. Yep.
So basically we're going to take the tip of the knife and we're going to insert it in the back of the lobster tail right there. That's
Yes.
like where the fan meets the actual hard shell of the tail. We're going to put our palm of our hand on the top of the knife and rock forward in a few little motions there. We don't want to cut all the way through to the cutting board. We want to stop short of it. So basically what we're doing is butterflying the lobster tail, not splitting it in half.
Oh, okay.
So we slide the knife out, and then we're going to open the tail up just by
wow.
popping it apart. And we
That's
take the
a
lobster.
nice lobster. Look at that.
It is. It's a beautiful one. Take the lobster right out. We're going to reserve this shell because this is part of what we're going to make the sauce with.
Oh.
So for lobster franchise, it has a tendency to curl up on you while it's cooking. Any little bits of shell here like this, we're going to take out
Right.
and just discard. So we're going to make some small incisions in the lobster to prevent those tendons from curling up. And all those tendons are back here on the end here, and they run both ways, this long way and this way. So we're going to make some small slits, just going down about 1/4 of an inch through there, slits up.
So that's what's going to stop it from curling.
This is hopefully going to, you know, it's
Right.
it's going to curl a little bit,
Right.
but the goal is to stop it from curling some. So these little slits in it are going to keep it straighter and leveler, okay? So then for franchise, we're going to go into the flour, okay? Sprinkle a little on top, turn it around, pat it in.
Looks great.
Okay, we're just gonna put it in our egg. And this is just about 4 or 5 scrambled eggs.
Okay.
And then we're going to put it into the oil once the oil heats up.
All right.
While that's heating up, we're gonna take a look at our risotto here.
Yes.
Because this is lobster franchise over lemon herb risotto.
Oh, wow.
So
Nice.
we want you to zest a little lemon, Jackie, and get it in here. And you can zest right over the top of it.
A little bit
Beautiful.
in there. Okay.
All right. And then a little bit of basil if you would.
Sure.
So simpler is better with this. This is just risotto that we've prepared in advance earlier today. So all it is our chopped onions, sauteed with the arborio rice, has to be arborio, chicken stock, and reduced down. We also add a little pat of butter at the end, which we're gonna do now, and a little bit of heavy cream, just maybe 1/4 of a cup.
Okay.
You don't want to overly make it creamy, but you want it to be a nice silky texture. So just 1 pat of butter, and we'll let the heat of the rice do the rest. So you can give that a little stir as it cooks. So hopefully our lobster oil is heated up enough now. We're going to take this out of the egg and right into the oil. And whenever you drop something in oil, always let it flop away from you. Don't ever let it come towards you. That's just a good little tip for the kitchen safety, you know. All right, so we're gonna drain off the oil into a container. We don't want any of this oil in our sauce.
Okay.
Now we're gonna deglaze with white wine, about 1/4 of a cup.
Okay.
We're gonna add a couple of tablespoons of butter, some of our chicken stock,
Nice.
a little fresh lemon, black pepper, freshly ground, pinch of salt, and we're gonna put the lobster shell right into the sauce and let it cook in there with it. And the
Nice.
lobster shell has a ton of flavor in it, so that's going to come into the sauce for us, okay?
Great.
And we're gonna let this cook. This sauce will start to thicken as the lobster cooks in it. We're gonna turn it once during the process, and then we'll get ready for plating.
All right, great. TJ, this is a beautiful feast for Valentine's Day, for any day. Thanks for preparing this for us. And I know that folks are going to want to stop by, and I'm sure the reservations are needed. So tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, so reservations are definitely preferred. Valentine's Day does land on a Tuesday, which normally is the day that we're closed, but obviously for the special occasion we'll be open.
Right.
So we're located at 432 South Main Street in Old Forge, and we're here for all your Valentine's Day needs.
Well, I think a Cusimano Valentine's Day is really, really great. So thanks again for having us, TJ.
We appreciate it.
Cheers to you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Well, today I'm in Kingston, just off Wyoming Avenue. Now, over the years, I felt very guilty. I've been to all these wonderful breweries, wineries, cideries, all kinds of exotic gardens, and we've kind of ignored Lily. But today, it's Lily's Day, and we're gonna go and meet an owner of a very special business. You're gonna love it, Lily. In we go. Wow. Lily, check this place out. Ah, this must be Kathy. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Paul. So nice
This
to
is
meet
Lily.
you.
She's dying to see what you've got here.
Hi, Lily. How are you? The first thing we like to do when you come in is take a picture. So would you mind getting a Valentine's picture with
yeah,
Lily?
Absolutely. Why
All
not?
right.
Come on, Lily. Look your best. Let's sit you down there, and you're going to snap a picture. Big smile. You might even get a treat out of this.
Okay, so we're going to get you to look at us, and we're going to get Lily's attention.
Come on,
Lily,
Lily.
who's a good girl? Lily, you want a treat? Do you want a cookie?
Treat. She
Biscuit?
she understands that.
There you go. We did it. So we are a fun pet store for dogs. We have a wide variety of things. We have treats in all varieties of flavors, textures, everything to suit your pup. We have a wall of chews, lots of chews. We have a wall of accessories, collars, and we have a big party section of bandanas and special treats for birthdays. We have a toy wall, which is always fun to check out.
Yes, she loves her toys now.
And then that leads to our main attraction, which is our homemade bakery treats for your pup.
Main attraction, homemade. Did you hear that? Bakery treats. We've got to check it out. Let's have a look.
So what Lily is looking at is our room temperature case. These are our cookies that we make in-house. I would say most often requested would be our peanut butter cookies. Most dogs do love peanut butter. And then we have some grain-free options. So this is our cake section. We call the cupcake section. This is a refrigerated case. It is very similar to all human cupcakes and
Looks
cakes.
even better than a lot of stores I've been to.
Yeah, made with human-grade ingredients, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. So, and guaranteed to please your pups.
Absolutely beautiful. The decorations are fantastic.
Thank you.
I love these polar bear pup cakes, as you call them.
Lots of fun, yes. Well, thanks so much, and we're going to have some fun over with Chef Tammy, and we're going to make a Valentine cake while you're here, if Lily's up for it.
Brilliant. We're going to bake a cake. Did you hear that? And maybe you'll get a chance to try some. Well, look who's been adopted as a sous chef Lily. How about that? Tammy, thanks very much for showing us. What are you actually going to bake
Well, thank
for
you
us?
for coming. We are going to make a strawberry cream cake today for Valentine's Day. First of all, we use applesauce as our sweetener because we do not use sugar.
Gotcha.
We have carob powder.
Wow, it looks just like a cocoa powder,
It
doesn't
does, yes.
Yeah.
It's 100% natural, safe for dogs, 100% safe for dogs. And we also use our dry cake mix.
Okay.
And it has wheat flour, wheat bran, whole dried egg, and baking powder. We mix it together, and it's in here. I'm just going to beat it up.
So this is the cake part, yeah?
Yes, this is the part where we mix it all up.
Oh, listen to that. Do you know how delicious this is going to be?
So then we put 3 big scoops in here.
And it's going to rise up and
You know,
just
it
like
doesn't,
a regular sponge?
it's a dense cake, so it does not rise very much. It stays a little on the flatter side. So then we're going to bake this in the oven, 350 for 20 minutes.
Gotcha. All right, we're into part 2. The cake is baked.
Yes, the cake is baked and it's cooled. I made strawberry frosting with fresh pureed strawberries. So then I'm going to beat it up here. See if little Lily wants to try.
Yeah. Lily,
little
this is your
taste of the
second
fresh
big
strawberry.
roll. Here we go. Oh, she's happy with
I was
that.
going to say she likes that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Look.
All right,
Lily.
now let's see. Looks like she's licking her chops already.
Yes. I've got to restrain just in case the tasting gets a bit too carried away.
Oh, she's leaning
That's
in for a
very
lick.
clever. Look at that.
It's a lot of fun. And now we use strawberry crumbles that we take some of our cookies and we put them in the food processor, crumble them up and put them on the side.
What time will we let the cake sit for about half an hour?
Yes, we let it sit in the fridge for about a half hour just to the frosting sets so it's not sticky when you cut it. So then I cut it into 8 slices.
That is a firm cake.
Yes,
And that's what the
it
dogs
is.
love,
It's
isn't it?
a very dense cake. So then I have white frosting. I'm going to do a little border. Then we just decorate each slice.
Look at that, Lily.
It's made with buttermilk and yogurt. We usually take carob and we put a little something on each slice, usually like a paw print or something. Yes.
Something dog-like.
Something.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Canine.
Something, yes. So now this is the best part, the dog's taste test. So why don't we give Lily a little piece of the taste so she could have a little taste test.
Oh, wait, just a second. I think I better just check the quality on this. So, Lily, I think it's up to your standard. Oh, I'm sorry, Lily. I seem to have taken rather a big bite. So, here you go, lad. Just enjoy yourself there. Whoops. Tammy, have you got another piece? That
Yes,
looks kind of
we'll
miserable.
give Lily another piece that she can actually try. Here
Sorry
we go,
about that.
Lily.
I didn't have any lunch. It's my problem. Oh, that's where you are. Sorry about that. I had to tidy up a little bit there, made a bit of a mess of myself. So, Kathy, tell us how people can find your store.
So we are Three Dog Bakery Kingston. We're at 785 Wyoming Avenue. The easiest way is the Kingston exit off of the Cross Valley.
Brilliant. That's been an absolute fun afternoon. I really enjoyed
We've had
myself.
fun.
Lily, it's time to come home now, isn't it? Come on.
I think she's going to stay for the rest of the shift.
She's going to stay?
She's going to be our taste tester.
Lily, you're not going to come home with Paul? Oh, all right then. That's the way it is. Lily?
How about some scrumptious sweets for your sweetheart? Or maybe a delicious breakfast or a fabulous lunch for Valentine's Day. You could find it all right here at Wildflower Eatery and Desserts in Daleville. Let's see what's cooking. I'm here with Tammy Kakarika, the owner of Wildflower, and we're going to make something very special for your sweetheart today, right?
Yes, we are. We're going to make cherry chocolate chip scones today for Valentine's Day.
Delicious. Okay, so where do we begin?
We're going to start with 3 cups of flour, 4 teaspoons baking powder,
Yes.
a cup of butter,
Everything has to have butter in it. All good things have butter, right?
and a half a cup of sugar.
I like this.
And then we're just going to start mixing it up like this.
All right, sounds good. Now, normally you're not the baker here.
No,
Am I
I'm not.
right?
Our baker is Laura Shank, and she taught me how to do this.
But we know it's going to be delicious, like everything here at Wildflower. So you kind of just want to break up all the butter there.
Right.
Now, is the butter going to be at room temperature?
No, you're going to want the butter cold when you put it in.
All right.
Okay, you're going to mix it until it starts to look like little breadcrumbs. And then we're going to add a 1/2 cup of the mini chocolate chips.
Great. Now, are these like the semi-sweet ones?
Yes.
Okay. They're probably the best for baking, right?
I think so. And then we're going to mix them.
You can't go wrong with chocolate chips either for Valentine's Day.
No, it's
you have to have
perfect.
that chocolate.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Kind of mix it all through
Okay.
there.
And then we're going to add a 1/2 cup of the chopped cherries.
All right.
It's the maraschino
Oh,
cherry.
right. So they're already sweet. Right. Okay.
Okay, after you've mixed the cherries in, we're going to add is 1/2 and 1/2.
Yes.
Use a spatula. And just want to mix it up slow.
Right. How much do we have of this?
We have 1 cup of this.
1 cup? Okay. Nice. It's starting to get that like doughy consistency, isn't it?
Yeah. And you don't want to mix it, you don't want to overwork it or mix it too much. Just a little bit. Okay, you want to take this out and put it on your board
Yes. Move this over
and
here.
sprinkle a little bit of flour down,
All right.
like that. And put it down like this. And then we're just going to roll it very gently. Put a little flour on there too. And you want to get it as thick as we're going to make hearts for Valentine's Day.
nice.
And you just want to get it as thick as your
The cookie
cutter.
cutter? All right.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Just about like that.
Right. Now, how many are we going to get out of this recipe?
You're going to get about 8 out of this.
Okay, super.
Okay, and you do like that.
Oh, they look so nice. Let me get the cookie sheet here.
Then just use your spatula on the sheet like
Oh,
that.
they're darling. How fun.
And then you just take your scraps and re-roll them.
All right.
And get some more.
Excellent. These are awesome, awesome, awesome. You always want a scone to be a little thicker, right? You never really want to roll it out so
Right.
it's like a cookie because that's not at all what it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Okay, so looks like they're ready for the oven.
We're going to put these in the oven on 400 degrees for about 20 minutes.
Well, Tammy, they're right out of the oven. They look good.
We just melted about a cup of chocolate chips and a tablespoon of oil in the microwave and drizzled it over the top. And
Looks
they're all
great.
done.
Oh, I can't wait to taste this. It looks so good. It's still warm. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, that is so delicious. It has such a, it has a little chocolatey flavor. You can taste the cherry. It's like the perfect combination. What sweetheart would not want this for Valentine's Day, right? Tammy, thank you for having us today
Oh,
here
you're
at the
welcome.
Wildflower Cafe.
It was
and
fun.
Eatery. We had a good time. Now tell everybody where you're located.
We're located in Case Plaza on the corner of 435 and 502 in Covington Township.
Very easy to find. And don't forget to check them out on Facebook, and there they will have all of the Valentine's Day breakfast
That's
specials.
correct.
And you can pick up some great pastries. It's a perfect place to come with your sweetheart.
Thank you.
Tammy, thank you so much for having us, and happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, thanks.
We'll see you next time on the Home and Backyard Cookbook.